Everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Crystal. I'm a big project planner and another month has gone by. I started my project plan on March 25th if you are new. So I have a lot to tell you guys this month and I am very excited. It was a really good month and used up some products I've been trying to use up for a very long time. So if any of that interests you and you like project plans, hope you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with what I would be using first, and of course that's primers. And I have used a few products up like I said, and I'll show you those at the end. But right now I am using this from Mercier. This is the Pure Canvas Primer. It's the illuminating, and it doesn't really say too much about it. This is a small sample. I believe I got with purchase. I'm not quite sure how I ended up getting this, but I think it was free with purchase. And so far I've been liking it. I've been using about a week, I would say. I just started using this one here. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24 hours for my eyeshadow. This is the second time I've used this. This is actually a full size. The one I used up earlier was actually like a sample size, and I liked it so much that I went and bought a new one. So this will probably be with me for quite a while. And now with that being said, I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm using for my foundation. I'm actually using two different ones because I'm using this one here from Clinique. This is the Super Balanced Makeup, and this is what it looks like. This is a little bit too dark for me, so I've been using it as before I put my bronzer on. So I guess you could say I'm using it as a pre-bronzer, if that makes sense. So I just go around my forehead and around my cheeks, and that's it. And before I put this on, I'm actually blending it with this one here. This is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. I've been really liking this, and I have a feeling this is going to be with me for quite some time. I just started using this the beginning of the month, and I don't have a place where I can really show you guys how much I've been using, but I promise you've been using this every day. This too, and I think this is going to get me through, if at least not this month, maybe the month after. I'm not quite sure, so I'm not going to be bringing in another foundation anytime soon. And I'm using this here. This is from Natosha Denona. This is the Hyglam concealer. I just previously opened this not too long ago. I want to say maybe a week ago, if that, I opened this up, which means of course that I used one up. And now I'll go ahead and show you the powder that I'm using. So I have this Amuse Smoothie Skin Baking Powder, and this one will show you. I've been using this for quite a while, and I have this much left. I probably will get through at least most of the month using this. It is a really nice powder. I like it quite a bit. And my bronzer I've been using is this from Cover FX. I just started using this not too long ago. This is the Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo in Matte and Shimmer, and the shade is Suntan Bronze. So this was what it looks like. My cases always get dirty. Sorry guys, it's just what it is, and I use stuff constantly. So I've just been going in back and forth with a brush and using both of these, and I do like how it turns out. I do have to be kind of careful it doesn't get too heavy because it's a little bit dark, but if I go back and forth with a very light brush, it does make a really pretty bronzer. My blush I'm trying to use up, still use this up from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Incandescent Electric Brush. I can barely read this. Anyway, so this is from Hourglass. Again, this is what it looks like. It's getting so dirty I can hardly read it. But I'm getting closer. Look at that. I'm almost done. I used up the middle one, so now I'm working on this one here. And I am pretty confident that I'll probably be able to use this up within the month. So we'll see. And I'm so sorry if you see this thing on my finger. I ended up bruising myself at work, slamming my finger, and no fun. So now I gotta wait for this nail basically to grow out and, get better. So this next product here is from Hourglass, and this is the Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette, and that other one was the Metallic Strobe Lighting Blush. At least this one I can still read the back of it. So this is what that looks like, and this hardly looks like I've done anything to it. It's just highlighters take so long. I've been using this color here, and Yeah, you can see it's, I mean, it has a little indent, I guess, but it's going to be with me. This palette's going to be with me for quite some time. So now for eyeshadow, I am using this from e.l.f. And this is one that I've been trying to use up for quite a while. I'm using this alongside actually this other palette here that I just recently took in. But I do have pictures for you of everything, of course. And so this is what it looks like right now. And this is going to be with me probably up until my Project Pan finale, because I just don't see this getting used up anytime sooner. And some of the darker shades, I'm not even sure that I'll go ahead and use, but I'm going to definitely use up the light shades and then probably call it quits. And then I have been using this here. This is the All That Glitters from Cargo Cosmetics. And I like this. It is really pretty. I have this on right now, and I kind of like it. It has a lot of glitter. This is not necessarily a really easy blend powder eyeshadow, but I do like the final, what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. So I will be continuing to use this, and since I used up, I'm going to consider that green gone. So I'm just going to keep going down the line until I get this used up. I'll probably wait on the lighter shades until the end and just use up the darker shades here. So that's kind of how I do stuff, is I try to use up the colors that don't necessarily appeal to me first, and then I go ahead and use the ones that really do, which my favorites in this palette are the lighter shades. Now my eyeliners and my mascaras that I'm using, I guess I'm only using one eyeliner, but my mascara is this from Armani, and the color is Black Ecstasy. I like this. I didn't like it right away, but I think as I've been using it, I've been liking it a lot more. So I have a feeling this will be getting through the rest of this month, if not a little of next month. But I do have another mascara just in case this does get used up in plans, if that does get used up. And my eyeliner, I'm not going to try to find another one. This is the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in the shade Nymph. And I'm getting there. It's taking a while. This is how much is left. I really like this shade though. I think it's so pretty, and I love using this. So I am happy to have this. I've been using blacks for so long that it's nice to have something different. And like I said, this is not going to get used up this month. It's probably going to be a couple months. So I'm not even going to try to find another eyeliner to use right now. Lipstick, I guess that would be my last category for what I'm using, and I'm getting really far with this lipstick. This lip liner, excuse me. This is from Beautaniq. This is the In Pouty. Look how little this is left. I probably only have a couple more uses, or a couple more sharpens. I mean, I just don't think I'm going to be able to sharpen this much longer, but I like it. I'm using it with this lipstick, and it does work really well. I've been using this every day and this lipstick every day before I go to work. And honestly, this lipstick just stays put. This stays put. And I have no complaints. I think it works really well. I've been using the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte. And what I will say about this, I'll go ahead and show you. I mean, you can hear, when I first started using this, you could hear it really coming out. It's starting to dry up a little bit. So I'm wondering by the end of the month if this will be used up. I do like it. I tend to use this when I go to work, and it's fine if you're drinking, but if you're eating, it will smear. So I don't, if I think I'm going to be eating lunch or going out for dinner or anything like that, this is not something that I will take, because it will, even though it's a matte one and it's supposed to stay put, if you have anything oily, anything, it's going to smear, and it just doesn't look pretty. So I would not use this or recommend any of this. At least, I don't know if they still make this kind of melted matte. I haven't looked, but I wouldn't use this around, like, if you're going to eat or go out to dinner or dates or anything. So, but it is nice if you're just going to sit and maybe just drink and that's it, and you know that. It works well for that, stays put. So this is from Physicians Formula. I've been going on and off with between these two. This is the Watermelon Sugar Lip Gloss, so that's what this one looks like. And this is what I've been going to if I don't want to have this darker shade, or if I think I'm going to be going out to dinner, you know, anything that, look at that brush though, it's seen better days. But the actual product itself is really nice, and there's quite a bit in here, and I do like this. and it does feel very moisturizing. It tastes good too on your lips, so there's that. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you what I used up and then what I will be bringing in next month if I use up any of these products. So I just found out that I forgot to tell you about a couple of things. So this is from Tarte. This is the Big Eagle, and this is the Dark Warm Brown Frame Worker Brow Pomade. I just saw it here when I was putting things away, and so I got quite a bit of use this month out of this. I just started using this, I want to say, a week ago, if that. So that's what this looks like. I like it. I'm wearing it right now, and yeah, I have nothing bad to say. I think it works well. And I'm also using this. This is the Eyelash Super Volume from Kristen Leanne. This is the eyelash primer. So I just started using this not too long ago. I believe I used one of these up not too long ago. And so now I grabbed the other one that I had in my collection, and it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it will work. I mean, it works well with my mascara. So I do think it keeps my mascara on longer. And so I was starting to edit this, and I noticed I forgot to show you this. This is the Benefit Brow Zings Pro Palette. So proud. This is the second one that I've used up of a pro palette like this. I used up a deep medium one, and this is the light shade, a lighter palette, and I don't think they make this anymore, but I've been working on this a long time, and as you can see, I have scraped everything out of here, used it all up except for that top corner because that's going to be too light for me, and I tried using this as an eyeliner, which didn't work out, so I'm just going to let that one go and take this out of my collection, consider it used up. So happy to have used this up, and I did like it though, but I'm so happy that I used up another makeup product this time around. So now we'll go into the fun part of this video, and so I used this up finally. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Strobe Balm Palette. Been trying to use this up for absolutely months. The packaging has fallen apart, and I'm just so happy. There's just a tiny amount in there, but I don't care. I'm calling it quits. So this is what the final ending result looks like. Like I said, I was just tired of it, so I just called that pink quits. I didn't want to use it any longer. I was done with it, but look at that. I used up 99% of this palette. I'm so happy about it. And this was one of those palettes that I don't know why I bought it, honestly. It was, when I kept looking at it, I just kept putting it to the side because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to use this because it's not a highlighter for me. I would never put this on my cheeks. But I used it up as eyeshadow, and I'm so happy. Again, that's what the final product looks like. So happy it's out of my collection. But again, I'm going to keep this in my container where I have all my other Project Pan items I've used up throughout the past few months, and I'll show you guys at the end. I used this up from Lash Idell from Lancome. So that's what this one looks like, and it finally dried out. Ooh. As you can see, it's very, very, very dry, and it was starting to collect hair, or my brow hair, excuse me, my eyelashes, oh my gosh, it was starting to pull my eyelashes out. So when it gets that dry, I should probably get rid of them before that, but I held on to it because this is an expensive product, but I did like it until it started doing that. I used this up from Natasha Denona, another one that I absolutely love. This is the Hyglam Concealer, and I scraped everything out of here, as you can see. So yeah, I really like this, and again, I'm already using a new one because I ended up buying two at one time, not knowing I would love it as much as I do, and I really do like it. I used this from Milani. This is the eyeshadow primer. It's the long wear shadow base, and I pushed and pushed and got everything out of here that I could. It is very, very nice, but I am glad that it is used up. It looks like I didn't tell you about this either. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix It Up Coconut Spray. So I have quite a bit in here. I don't think I'll be needing to get a new one out, but of course I'll have something ready. But I do like this. I think it works really well. I'll go ahead and tell you what I will be bringing in if my products do get used up. This one here from the Creme is the Hello Kitty Celebrate Setting and Priming Spray Rose Water and Diamond. So I haven't used this yet at all. It's brand new. And so, yep, I'll be bringing this in. It doesn't say too much about it other than it just says, spritz on before your makeup to tone, prep the skin after to set your makeup in place. So I guess it's also an hydration one. So that'll be nice to use. If my powder gets used up, I'm going to use this here. This is the Call It Even Color Correcting Powder. And I'll just go ahead and use this all over my face. So yeah, I'll be doing that pretty soon probably. I might have most of the month that my powder will last, but I'm not sure. And my primer, this is the Mercier Pure Canvas Power Primer. So if my primer gets used up, I will be bringing this in, but I'm not quite sure. It might have enough in there for the next month, but this will be next when I do use that up. My eyelash primer I have is basically full, but if it does get used up, I have this here. This is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer in Super Volume. I've used these before and it's nice. I do quite like these. Mascara I will be bringing in if it does dry out is this Lancome Hypnosis Doll Eyes. I'm actually really excited to try this out. I got this from Marshall's a while ago. And I think I got this half price. It was a really good deal. So I love trying new mascara. So I'm excited to give this a try. And so my lipsticks, if I use those up or what, I don't think I will, but I'm going to bring these in. Now that fall is officially here, I feel like wearing darker lips. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Pro Liquid Lipstick. And so this is a really dark shade, as you can see. I like it though. And I haven't used it in quite a while. And if my lipstick liner or lip liner doesn't, if it uses up, I'll bring this in. This is the Karl Lagerfeld and Model Company. I had this a long time, honestly. So that's what it looks like. And I think I got this in a subscription box, more than likely. So I'll be bringing this in. And I'm going to top that lipstick with this from Anastasia. I just think it's going to be really, really pretty. It's just a diamond kind of look. I think it's really pretty. Actually, can't really see it through there. So I'll just kind of, I don't know if you can see how shimmery that is. It's really pretty. I like this. I don't know why I haven't used this other than it's just, you know, been sitting in my collection. And that's what it kind of looks like when it's very subtle, but it's pretty. And my blush, if my blush does get used up, I'm going to use this from Beautiful, what is this? It's a Beautaniq Beauty, and I got this in a subscription box quite a while ago. And the shade is, it's a Butter and Lip Cheek Balm in the shade Peach Blush. So I'll go ahead and open that. So that's what it looks like. I don't really like balmy blushes usually, but the weather's going to start getting drier skin on. I usually get drier skin this time of year, so I think this will work well once another blush is used up. And now that summer's not here, it's not gonna, I'm always afraid that these kind of blushes are going to melt on my skin, but now that summer's gone, I think it's a good time to bring that in. And then this here is from saie, or saie. It's a concealer. As you can see, I haven't used this at all. I have a couple of these, but I'm just gonna bring this one in if my concealer does get used up. So hopefully that is a good concealer. Haven't tried it yet. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy, I hope you consider giving me a big thumbs up, subscribe. If you're a project painter, I hope you are doing well as well. I did end up buying a few items from Sephora at Kohl's, so I'll probably be having those to show you. They were some Christmas sets that they were calling to me, and even though I'm trying to be more mindful about what I'm spending, I ended up purchasing them. Whether or not I gift them or not, I'm not sure, but I'll go ahead and show those to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And yeah, I'll be having my empties video very shortly. Thanks again for watching. Bye.